And we're ready to go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Ted Hicks from Late Night Parents. As you know, the ways to follow the show is latenightparents.com. Tony D is in the queue, taking a drink of some mimosa.
Not yet.
Eating a nice plate.
Fried fish.
What you eating, Tone?
Fried fish.
Fried fish. Whiting? Snapper? What?
It's either whiting, flounder, or catfish.
Okay.
It's
You fried it or
sharks? Sharks. Good restaurant. Good seafood and chicken restaurant. Honestly, I would recommend it to everybody.
Is it Georgia's finest?
Chicago's.
Oh, boom. All right. This is going to be a quick one because we got some competing agendas going on here. But I do want to have a couple honorable mentions. I finally started releasing a few videos on my TikTok account.
Oh, really?
I now have 6. That's about it. That's all we're going to get. We got 6 of them up there. And, I'm like, all right. I did it. That's it.
Yeah, I'm trying to put stuff up there just all the time and trying to get the YouTube channel going as well. Throwing stuff out there for that.
Yeah. All right. So how have you noticed any impact? Are you at the point, because you're going to have some of your regulars, but right. Are you catching any strays or new people that are subbing to you?
Oh, plenty. You know, the whole thing is to get as many people and as many followers as possible. And I'm good with that. You're going to get the crazy DMs, ignore them. Just do what you do. Don't fall subject to my man, Fireman Rich. Positive start to the day. That's his hashtag, ladies and gentlemen. Check him out on Twitch in the mornings. Big ups to
Richard Roberts. What's going on, buddy?
We still got to do our vocal broadcast. I might do it after this.
Guess what, Rich? I will be listening and watching your show tomorrow. Why? Because I don't have to go to the campus tomorrow. I'll be remote, so I'll be up bright and early. Big shout out to Richard Roberts, a great broadcaster.
Yes. Jeeves. Rich Roberts.
Jeeves, what's going on?
What's up, Helen?
Helen, how you doing?
Good, solid broadcaster, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all, please check him out.
Richard Roberts, 3 times a week you can get the video. 2 times a week you can get the audio.
Fact.
Or you could probably get the audio 5 times a week because he's a great broadcaster and he knows how to strip his audio and make it, his video, and make 5 solid podcasts a week. So you're getting that. Some other solid broadcasters up here. Lady.
Yes.
Big shout out to Helen. And to Jeeves, who also do their thing. Want to thank you guys for coming in and just saying hello. I put this on the screen because hello, Pookums.
Hey, Spunky.
Oh my goodness. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that we were going to talk about today. Wanted to just do something light, something quick. Just to say hello to people. Did an audio podcast yesterday. Rich, I'm following your lead. I did an audio only yesterday on StreamYard. That's the beautiful thing.
You can do that.
A lot of people use Restream. Some people are using Vocal. Some people, there's a million applications out there. I have been using StreamYard before Hapshot TV and after I went back to the StreamYard account.
Yes.
It's great. They provide, I think, weekly or bi-weekly Facebook updates where their community crew gets together and talks to the people, tells you how, best practices on doing your show and everything else like that. So that's my promo for StreamYard. And no, I am not getting a check for that. But so Tony.
Yes, sir.
How did you do this week with fantasy football?
Got my butt kicked like everybody else in the world.
I lost 2. So I don't feel so bad. What's going on for this weekend? Who do you have for Canelo Triple G?
It's been a couple of years. We've been waiting on this fight. I have no idea. This is what, 4 or 5 year gap since the last one?
Yes.
I have no idea.
I think it might be less, but I think you could be right because I remember seeing the first one and the second one came closely right behind it, and then we had nothing.
Yes, and then we had nothing, but honestly, there's nothing else for either one of them to prove. This will be a money fight for them in my eyes. This is a fight I think everybody should pay for. They were 2 of the greatest boxers as Floyd Mayweather decided one of his retirements, and I do say one of them because they're trying to bring him back already.
Mm-hmm.
Triple G was a problem as a fighter, and Canelo was no slouch. I pretty much consider this to be a money-worthy match. I truly do. I would pay money for this. I highly recommend it. Rich, I did not watch your broadcast on the picks. My apologies. I do need to watch it. I need you. I got to see if you up tonight. We got to do a recap. I want to see how bad my predictions were. Matter of fact, you enjoy yourself in your next broadcast. We don't catch up by tomorrow morning.
Rich said his picks were
7,
for week 1, 7, 8, and 1.
I think that tie game messed everybody up.
Yeah.
Because I didn't expect that. That was the Titans and the Jaguars, I think it was. The Titans and Texans. Colts and Texans?
Colts and Texans, I think.
Yeah. And he and I are making predictions. I'm going to make predictions before the next game starts. After we do this, I plan on doing one right afterwards.
All right.
I might do it during the game because tonight's game I can pick easy, but the rest of the week I can also talk about as the game is going.
Chiefs all day. Chiefs all day in a shootout tonight.
With the Chargers? By the roster, I would agree.
In a shootout.
Would, but
not a lick of defense being played tonight. Even though the Chargers do have a great defense.
Mm-hmm. There's gonna be some defense. Kansas City has a wild offense. That offense is bananas. But the Chargers are not to be slept on, in my opinion. I like that team. They have my attention. Oh my God.
How about those New York Giants? I'm ready to trade in the Jets for the New York Giants. I went to one of my New York Giants close friends and I said, hey, can I support you guys this season? I am so done with the Jets. Dude. I will not spend another dime going out, paying tolls, driving to New Jersey, where MetLife is, right. Watching a game, watching them lose the game, and then spending 3 hours trying to get back home to Long Island from that traffic. I'm not doing it this season. Sorry. I'm just not.
They're losing everything and everybody. They truly are.
So, I don't know about you. Aha.
Keep playing with me, woman.
Dude, we had one topic tonight, one serious topic that we want to talk about because this is Late Night Parents. We talk about dad type stuff.
Yes.
The article will put in the.
Jesus, Rich, are you serious?
I'm picking the Jets this Sunday to win over the Browns. Gotta have faith. Oh my goodness.
You said, okay, get to the main topic.
Okay. And the main topic is I just posted it. And I will share what's on the screen. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Okay. And the article is as follows. 5 ways society benefits when kids spend more time with dad. So this was an article that was a repost. We did some work with the Pew Research Center. It says 63% of dads report that they feel that they don't get to spend enough time with their children. When it comes to dads in co-parenting situations, that number is likely even higher. So what comes as a surprise to many is that society is also missing out on something when this happens. Children around the nation are greatly missing out on things when they don't get enough time with their fathers. The chairperson and founder of the Dad's Research Center, Dr. Joel N. Myers, stated, might sound a little provocative, people,
Right.
but it reads as follows. But instead of celebrating fatherhood and looking for ways to ensure father involvement, our government pours hundreds of billions of taxpayer dollars a year into public assistance and social services. Woo! That's a heavy statement right there. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 121 million men in the country are biological fathers of at least one child under the age of 18. This demonstrates that the impact that fathers have on the lives of children is going to be far-reaching. We had, Tony D, we have 5 additional ways society benefits when kids spend more time with dad.
Do me a favor, that top paragraph.
Yeah.
Several years ago, Fortune reported that men who spend more time with their kids make happier employees. I honestly can't relate to that. I do feel more at peace. I know I did last year. Both of my boys was around me. I did. Based on research, it was suggested that companies should give men more time to spend with their families to increase retention rates. Do you realize how strong of a statement that is?
I do.
Especially when we talk about crime and we talk about the lack of fathers being there in more households. If the fathers had time to be home with their boys.
Yes.
That is a priceless statement. Plain and simple. Having happier men at work is one way society benefits when dad gets more time with their kids. Agreed. Here are 5 additional ways society benefits when kids spend more time with their dad. Go ahead. I'm sorry, because that was a powerful paragraph right there.
No, it definitely is.
And it relates to all of us. I know when I was a kid and I would go to work with my father, I lost my shit. We didn't want to do nothing but ride the train with him all day.
Right. And what many people don't realize is your dad and my dad were both motormen.
Yes.
For the MTA.
Yes.
Metro Transit Authority.
Yes.
And it's funny when you look back over life and you say we both lived generally in the same neighborhood.
Yes.
In the same age bracket.
Yes.
And we were able to meet on social media.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second. I got to take this call.
For those of you that don't realize it or understand it, I will be a very strong proponent as any man who's trying to be a father to their child. I really will. I am a strong proponent of paternity leave that they are starting to approve on all levels here in the United States. They just started, I think, last year, the year before. I saw it come up. When a woman has a child, they are granting the father I think 12 weeks right alongside the mother. We got to be clear, when a woman has a child, she needs 3 months for her body to recover. I want to acknowledge any and every job. I want to give props to any and every job that allows those fathers those 12 weeks without a loss of pay to be there as fathers, like we're supposed to be, biologically and naturally, for not only the woman that bore our child, which would be our wife, our girlfriend, or who the hell ever y'all want to call it, whatever nowadays, but the fact that you can be there instead of coming home stressed out and burned out, or coming home smelling like work, like sometimes I do. But to have the opportunity to be there, I have a coworker that does it, and I talked to him about it. He seems more at peace. Some of us want to be there we want to be there more than our fathers were, whether they were there or not. And I'm glad we're not being denied anymore. Go ahead, Ted. I see you still there.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that.
No, you good. I got you.
So the first one is generational impact. A study published in Parenting Science and Practice reports that these patterns of father involvement and the quality of father-child relationships tend to be passed down across generations. Dads who are allowed to be more involved in their child's life will, in turn, raise sons who go on to be dads who are more active in their own children's lives. So, in
Agreed.
other words, the current relationship is impacting future ones.
Without question. I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know a boy that doesn't enjoy being around their father.
right.
And I say that for the right aspect of it. Give me 1 second, bro.
Yeah, no problem. So I kind of go back to, I'm going to stop sharing. Let's see. Going to go back to, because I kind of think of, let me go to the comments. It says more time with the kids is always important. True. Rich said, okay. Lady Lady says this isn't even up for debate. It's pretty obvious the kids should spend enough time with both parents. True, 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 true. And then Fireman Rich says, cool. And just, not harping on that, but just going back and thinking, being a little kid, and most of us, kids that did have the dads in their lives, remember those events of going to wrestling and going to the ball game, seeing your favorite player, going to a basketball game, or whatever the specific event is. And you tend to then take those experiences. And when my son was younger, I tend to do the same thing too with my son, with the ball game and just overall the involvement, whether it's, taking them to football practice or this or whatever the situation is. I just see that is key because, I don't know, there's just a different wave of things that are happening out there today, Tone. And you got to have that line. The lines of communication have to be open with your sons and daughters.
You know what's crazy? The pain you see in some of these kids' eyes when the fathers show up with their kids. Y'all don't think that's crazy out there in society? We used to seeing kids with moms. You barely see them with dads. And then sometimes the dads show up and you can see the kids looking at the dads and they just their soul kind of drops. Or even some will look like, dang, that's what it's like to have a father. When I would take Jason to football practice a few years ago, and I would be there. I actually jumped in on the practice one time because they lost so bad. I got mad. I said, sorry, coach, I'm not having this. All y'all boys gonna tighten up. Yeah, I jumped in on practice. I said, Bumpin', I'm jumping as assistant coach because ain't no way in the hell. And I told all the mothers, I said, I want y'all to tell all these boys' daddies. I said, I need them to come out here. We can't have our boys getting drug across like that. Some of them couldn't make it because of their work schedule. Some of them couldn't make it because I far where they lived. Okay, cool. Some of them had health issues. Okay, fine. Where the able dads at? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the ones who sit there. Man, come on. We got to be there for the boys. You even got to be there for the daughters. You got to be there for your stepchildren. You got to be there for your nephews, for your nieces, for your adopted kids. Be there for the children. Sorry, I'm about to start going. We got to do 25 minutes. Let me stop because I'm going to start going. You know
So
mess around.
I want to go real quick. I want to touch upon healthier societies. Basically, it says 12% of the children raised in nuclear families were considered in poor health.
Fewer kids raised in nuclear families. So
no, go ahead.
That sentence looks kind of awkward. 12% of children raised in a nuclear family were considered in poor health compared to 22% of children of a single parent. Huh?
Huh?
I might be reading that wrong, but okay. Financial stability.
It says
2% of their household income and are more likely to see public assistance than median income or divorce. Yes.
So let's slow that down. Custodial mothers lose up to 50% of their household income and more than likely to receive public assistance. Okay. The median income of a divorced mother is only 40% of the married couple's household.
47%.
Say it again?
47%.
47%. Yes. Children living with their mothers are more than likely to be in poverty. When the dad plays an active role in a child's life, there's more likely of more financial stability.
Yes. So kids with a single parent are 10% more likely to be in poor health. Yes. That's what I was thinking it was reading, but it's something I was like, wait a minute. I got you, Helen. In a study published in the Journal of Sociological Science, researchers report that the parental divorce lowers a child. Yeah, it will mess with them when the parents are together. This is true. That's due to decline in family stability, family income, and the child's psychosocial skills. Mainly because children are used to seeing both parents.
Right.
You don't see one, you wonder what's going on. This is true. The emotional well-being declines. Yes. Overall, better societies. Dad's Research Center shares studies showing that children who spend more time with their dad are less likely to commit crimes. Yeah, because dad gonna put a foot in their ass. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. When you see the movie Deep Cover,
Okay.
when he robbed the liquor store for money, he was teaching this kid not to go for Santa Claus, showing this kid what he had to do for money. Then he died. When you look at Fences and what Denzel told his son, which hit me in the heart, I'm not going to lie.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at Black Panther and what he told his son, we got to take a lot of these movies and realize what the men are teaching the kids, and even looking at the fact that when we have our fathers and the impacts our fathers have on us, not necessarily from the disrespectful, from the presence. What I do with my boys, live your life. When you do something wrong, wait a minute. Don't do that.
Right.
Why? This is why.
Right. You got to be on top of them.
Yeah, you got to be there. Not necessarily to hamper them, not necessarily to tell them what to do, but to catch them before they err themselves bad. And I told my oldest son, I made all the mistakes in the world, so you don't. Learn from my mistakes and don't do it. I tell Jason the same thing. The patriarchy hurts men. We are conditioned in society. Women all should be primary caregivers. This is why there are custody issues and why court favors would. Yeah, Helen, it's true.
Hey, hang on one second.
Yes, sir.
It isn't just boys who need their father. Girls learn about healthy relationships with men based on their relationship with their dad. Correct.
Yes. Yes. I see you, G's, and I see you, Rich. You gotta, even uncles, older brothers, and cousins, a male presence in the family matters. We can start with the fathers and the grandfathers and the older brothers, but we also got to talk to the uncles and the cousins. And then we break it down to the homeboys, the neighborhood crew.
Did you read what Rich said?
Of course.
The old school stuff. A foot in the butt by one father to knock some sense. Yeah, I only received a few back in the day. This is so true. This doesn't happen now because when stuff like this happens, what? There's CPS involved or whatever.
That's from abuse. I'm not necessarily mad at CPS. That's from abuse because there was abuse back in the day. We have to be clear on that. We got to acknowledge it. And what's crazy, I had this conversation a couple of years ago. You need to be beating your kids. You need to punch them. No, I don't need to do all that craziness. Why not? I said, because it didn't work on us. We were still reckless and crazy. We got to think of a different way. We got our butt beat. That just meant we're not going to let you catch us doing that again. And we're going to do something else. But you got to teach these. We don't teach these kids to think. I will say this, and I tell both my boys, everybody teaches the kid, do what I say. Obey what I tell you. Follow my instructions. We don't say think. We don't say think until they do something we can't figure out.
Right.
That's what's wrong with a lot of parents. You don't want your children to think until you can't figure out. But if you never taught them to think in the first place, how are they going to think for themselves? And then they coming out here listening to everybody. And then when they put in a situation where they got to figure out on their own, they don't know what to do. Teach these kids to think. Boys, girls, all that. Matter of fact, if you're watching right now and you underage and your parents sneaking a video, they don't even know you're watching this, come here for a second. Think before you act. That's how you stay out of jail. You're welcome.
Before we wrap up, I want to share with you yesterday a situation happened with my son. So my son is in high school, and there was some shenanigans that were happening. And he told me about it yesterday. And he was like, listen, you know what? I'm not trying to get thrown out of school. I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm not trying to do this or whatever like that. So I had to pull myself out of the situation. And I said to him, thank you. Thank you for just taking a minute, pulling yourself out of the situation, because we don't know what we might be in the middle of right now, or who might be on the phone, or what principal or headmaster or the like.
Or how you're going to look on video.
Right. Or how you're going to look on video.
How you want to look on video? Stand back. Don't be the one recording, because you're going to be the one we're talking about when you couldn't stop the situation from turning fatal or extreme.
Right. And then you're on Snap.
Yes. Or TikTok. Or Reddit. Or Facebook. Or Instagram. Or World Star. Get out of here.
Oh my goodness.
Teach them how to think. Teach these kids how to think.
Tony, I want to thank you for sharing this topic, because we were able to vibe on this, and I definitely do appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I'm always here. You gotta let me know. I'm ready. I'll sit up late nights waiting for latenightparent.com.
Love the promo. Love the promo. Love the promo. Yes, Rich, totally true, and I'm ultra appreciative of it. And I'm not saying it's always going to work, but we have an open and honest situation. And I hope most parents and children have open and honest, where I'm like, you're not in trouble. If you're ever in a situation you need to get pulled out of, or you're not comfortable, you got a cell phone.
You never lose the faith of your children. That's the greatest pain ever, when you lose the faith of your child. And the fact that he'll come to you,
right,
shows you did your job. Every time he comes to you, you did your job. And we can't get tired of our kids talking to us.
No, never.
Yeah,
never.
Even Jason come to me, Daddy, this what happened. Da, 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 and I didn't get in trouble, and it wasn't my fault, and I had a good day. Damn right. Plain and simple. Always a work in progress in the right direction. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So, as we get ready to get on out of here, Tone, where can't we find you?
That's the better question. I think I got a quicker answer.
Where can't we find you?
Reddit.
Reddit?
I ain't on Reddit yet.
You were telling me about
you can find me pretty much everywhere else, but I ain't on Reddit. Matter of fact, I've been doing this for a year. If you don't know how to find me, you ain't looking for me. You can find me on TikTok, TONY197223. You can find me on Instagram,
everywhere.
TONY172, Twitch, TONY172, Twitter, TONY163, airtime.com. Y'all can find me, Tony D. Don't look there yet. YouTube will be coming soon. You can find me on vocal.com, Tony D. You can find me on StreamYard. I got Ted as my co-host. We'll be coming up there real soon or something. You can find me on Restream when I post that up. I got Brian as the co-host. I'm setting things up for the future. The broadcast conglomerates are coming soon.
So to Fireman Rich, Jeeves, Leggy Lady.
Find me on Nonsense for Nonsense Podcast, latenightparents.com. Ways to follow the show, latenightparents.com.
My Little Bit
Podcast. Yes, sir. Sunday Night Smoke Podcast. You can find me on that too. All that craziness. I'm all over the place.
My Little Bit 198222018. That's who.
You too, Rich, man. Good seeing you, man.
Eddie McCabe, how you doing?
I might jump on in a few, Rich. I'm going to try and do something before the game.
Guys, as always, thank you for supporting, and we hope we weren't too preachy. And enjoy the football game or whatever else you're gonna do tonight. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to run with. I think I'm gonna take the Chargers as a long shot.
Chargers, and are we going with a spread?
Chargers under 60. I see 4 touchdowns apiece.
I'm still going with the Chiefs. But
I'm gonna take Chargers. Hey, Rich, write it down. I'm taking the Chargers in under 60.
But hey, I do have one question for you about tonight's game. It being the first initial official Amazon game in regular season game, right? Is it reasonable? Number one, we know it's not going to get the numbers that network TV would get and everything else like that. I'm just thinking about call support, technical support. I'm just thinking about people who are trying to find it on their TVs.
Yes, I looked on my TV. I didn't know where it was. I had to go to ESPN and see where they were airing it at.
That's what I'm saying. So think of, people who aren't tech savvy, who don't do social media,
It's
So they're
2022.
gonna be like,
Why not?
who don't live in Kansas City or Los Angeles. They're gonna be like, where the hell is the game?
We can call both major cities. Quite frankly, Amazon delivers to everybody's house. Honestly, how do you not have Prime by now?
Right. But you're not answering the question.
I can't.
There are 220 million Amazon Prime users, okay?
Which is a
80
decent football audience.
80 million of them actually use Prime Video.
That's a good number.
Okay. But that's a huge gap from 220 to 80 million.
So what's your average NFL broadcast Nielsen rating? Fan count.
That's of the top 100 TV shows on Nielsen in 2021.
Monday Night Football and NFL football were number one.
NFL was 75% of the 100 episodes. 75 of the 100 episodes.
So there's no loss, and he won't be paying taxes again next year. He won't be paying taxes again next year. You got to have Prime, Rich. Amazon delivers to everybody. Amazon is like the online Walmart. They have taken over. Everybody has Prime to get their packages delivered, and it's about to be the holidays. See, that's the marketing ploy. I caught it.
Oh, yeah.
You get Prime so you can get ready to have your packages delivered for the holidays on time. And since you got Prime and you know you got the app and you see you can watch the game on Prime on your device, your cell phone, your tablet, your laptop, or your TV, you can watch the game.
Got it. Hey, we're at 30. Wait, we're in overtime. We're at 31 minutes. We're out of here.
We're out of here. Peace. Appreciate you.